I've done the conversation. I've asked the questions so many times to so many people that it just kind of comes natural to me, and that's what I want to happen for you. And really, it's it's all about just having that conversation with all of your friends, and it's so simple. So let's start out this way, right? Yes, Valentis, welcome and thanks for joining me. That's me prior to me losing 38 pounds, and my buddy Rocky, my 3-year-old Doberman. One of the pieces of advice I want to give you is, don't try to learn everything before you go out and get started. I've seen people try to analyze and figure it out, and just spend so much time and energy and effort trying to learn the comp plan and so on. Just don't do all of those things. There's just a few things that you need to really focus on, and it's money-making activities. So don't become an expert, become a good student so that you can become a great teacher, right? So, and all I've got to say is 2019 is going to be awesome. So just hang on, buckle it up, like I said. Building a network is really a simple process. Really, it's a series of steps that happen over time as you put effort into the process. Very simple. If you don't put forth an effort, then nothing is going to happen. You may have one huge leg, but unless you do something, that huge leg and $2 will get you a cup of coffee. So, yeah, I've seen a lot of people, they go, oh, I got, $5 million worth of volume down this leg. Isn't it great? How much money are you making? None, right? So, you've got to put forth some effort. The only person that can determine whether or not you're going to put forth any effort is you, right? The more effort, the quicker the build. And that's just exactly what's happened to Mitch. He put forth a lot of effort, and his business is absolutely exploding. I joined Valentis the end of May, made over $70,000 in 2018. My goal for 2019 is 600 grand. I think I can do that, or I can come pretty darn close to that. My goal for 2020 is 1.5 million. And, I put together a plan on what I have to do in order for me to accomplish those goals, because a goal without a plan is just a dream, right? So you've got to have a plan. Help enough other people get what they want, and enough other people get what they want, and you'll earn everything that you've ever wanted to earn and more, quite frankly. So step one, making the phone calls to all your friends and asking the 3 questions. Most people get kind of hung up, stuck right about here. But I had a conversation with a new person today, and I said, Michael, it's just so easy. Just keep the conversation friendly, and it's just like, hey, Bob, it's Chuck. Hey, man, what are you doing? Okay, we get the small talk out of the way. Yeah, the Rams won. I wish the Saints would have won, but the Rams won. And, oh, hey, by the way, Bob, do you drink coffee? Yeah, Chuck, I drink coffee. Why do you want to know? Well, Bob, let me ask you this question. Have you ever thought about losing any weight? And Bob says, hey, Chuck, you've seen me. You know I need to lose some weight. Well, Bob, the reason I asked was because I found something. I found an incredible product called Slim Roast Optimum. It's a weight loss coffee, and I started drinking it, and lo and behold, I didn't think anything was going to work, because I've been trying to lose some weight too, and I lost 9 pounds the first week. The first month, I lost 18 pounds, and I don't want to tell you how much I've lost now. I'm down 38 pounds. My waist has gone from a 40 plus to a 33, and I went from 215 to 176, and I'm going to go down to 170 just because I want to. And by that time, if you don't have a story, if you don't have your story, then work on your story. A lot of you are brand new and you don't have a story, so you got to use somebody else's story. You can use my story. You can use Mitch's story. You just got to use, you can use Marshall's story. You can use anybody's story, but just say, hey, I just started drinking this and it's absolutely phenomenal. It cuts my appetite, cuts my cravings, and I thought about you. And that's why I wanted to know if you drank coffee and if you were interested in losing any weight. And you might say, hey, what happened to me is a guy called me and asked me those questions, and then he sent me a couple of samples. So Bob, what I'd like to do is I'd like to send you a couple of samples, but hey, by the way, if the coffee works for you like it's worked for me, you're probably going to want to be part of our referral system. You see, Valentis doesn't hire actors. They don't have big celebrities endorsing their products and spending a lot of money there. They don't spend money on television advertising and social media advertising. They spend money by allowing us to introduce it to our friends. So it worked for me. I want to introduce it to you. And if you buy the product, or better yet, if you become a representative like I am and promote the coffee, I'll make money, you'll make money, and everybody will be happy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter you into our referral system, and it's free. So you'll get an email from the company. Don't worry about it. And then what I want you to do, now pay attention, I'm going to write on here my phone number on this envelope, and I want you to call me the minute that thing comes in so we can have a conversation about the best way to drink that coffee for the best results. You'll do that, right? Okay, cool. Okay, I'm going to send you 10 samples because I know we're going to try it for 5 days. I'm going to ask you to weigh yourself ahead of time, so we've got a baseline. We know how much you weigh, and then we're going to talk. That's the conversation. You can send the samples, you can deliver the samples, you can give them away, you can sell them. To me, it doesn't make any difference. Whatever you want to do, there's a lot of different things and ways that you can do this. But you know what? It doesn't matter. As long as you get them from your table, your kitchen table, your closet, your desk, onto somebody else's kitchen, that's all that really matters. So, I think one of the most important things there, I write it in big letters, and my phone number, call me when you get this, Chuck, okay? And so what that conversation is, I want to make sure that the person knows how to take it right? So, and we go through that. But I pre-enroll everybody that gets a sample. And why do I pre-enroll them? So that they can get emails, so that they can get more education, so that they can get more familiar with what's going on. I can't tell you how many people I pre-enrolled that gets, they'll get another email and they go, somebody just joined my team. What's that? Well, that's, everybody I refer is going underneath you, and you can earn an income off of those people. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, and I leave it at that. I don't go down the road of talking about network marketing. I don't go down the road. I just leave it very vanilla at that point. When the person receiving the samples calls you, give the instructions. And if you don't know what the instructions are, get over to Valentis Opportunity and go look at everything. So Valentis Opportunity is Rick Gerald's site, all kinds of training information on there. But I guess the biggest thing is don't eat pancakes when you drink your coffee, right? Get up in the morning on an empty stomach and drink 1 or 2 cups of coffee. I tell guys to drink 2. Most guys need to lose 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds, and they can take it. So, drink 2 cups of coffee. And oh, by the way, when it kills your appetite and it's noontime and you're not hungry, don't stuff a Big Mac down your throat, right? Just leave it alone. If you're not hungry, don't eat. Just because it's noon doesn't mean that you have to eat, because you're already 50 pounds overweight and you'll survive, trust me. So, and then make an appointment, after you've given those instructions, make an appointment to call back. Hey, let's have another call in 24 to 48 hours. So 2 cups tomorrow morning, and then let's talk in the next 24. When's a good time for me? And that's a crucial part of this whole follow-up, right? And then what you need to do is you need to text me, Rick, whoever your upline is, whoever your enroller is, whoever that person is, and let them know that you've got a follow-up booked, right? You've got a follow-up booked because you want to bring, hey, by the way, I've got Mitch with me, and Mitch is a guy I work with, and he knows a lot more about, Valentis and about the coffee than I do. I told you I was just I'm brand new. I just started on the coffee myself. So, hey, Rick or Mitch, meet my friend Bob, and then be quiet, right? Because Mitch or Rick or myself, we're going to take over that conversation, and we're going to start to build a little rapport, and then we're going to, dive into, what this person wants out of this little experiment that we're doing. So this is a real important part. So, and again, it's just a follow up and follow up and follow up and follow up. You just have to understand that your sense of urgency is not their sense of urgency. So you've got something you're trying to get a point across, but just be patient with people and take them down and through that process. One of the questions that I ask people all the time is, if there was a chance, just a chance that a $500 purchase in 10 hours a week, part-time effort over the next 2 to 5 years could produce a 6-figure annual income, would you be interested in something like that? And most people sit back and, think about it for a second. They go, yeah, I would, and give me something to fall back on when, I retire, or when, I hate my job, and, or whatever the circumstances are, you'll get an awful lot of information. So, help those that say yes get started, right? This is, once somebody says yes, this is not the end of the process. This is the beginning of the process. And this is where you have to kind of wrap your arms around that person and kind of lead them and guide them and direct them. It's not, hey, good luck, good luck with those phone calls. Don't call me, I'll call you. That won't work. You've got to wrap your arms around that person and give them the tender, loving care that you would a brand new puppy, right? Say, hey, Bob, let's do this. Before your product gets here, let's you and I have a conversation about some people that you know, right? And sit down and start talking about some people. Hey, I know this guy, and he's really overweight, and this guy, and this person, and this woman, and that, and so on and so on. And, if you'll do that, you're just trying to expand their memory, right? And getting them to actually put it on a piece of paper is really, really critical. Not having it in your mind, but putting it on a piece of paper. And don't prejudge anybody. You never know who's going to say yes if they're given the opportunity to say yes. Mitch said yes. I said yes. Marshall Silver said yes. I mean, come on, people, you just never know who's going to say yes. You can't say, well, this person makes too much money, and I don't know, I better not call him. I better not send him any product. And they may be just sitting there waiting for something like this to come across their desk. So by all means, don't prejudge. And if you're afraid, and I know fear has a big factor, if you're afraid to call somebody and have that conversation, call me. I'll have the conversation. I'll do the call with you. So don't hesitate. Just ring me up, and I'll do the call with me, because it really doesn't, I really have no fear about whoever we're going to talk to. The bigger, the better. Role play with your new person. That's what Michael and I did today. Role play. Ask those 3 questions. Do a few calls with that brand new person. Listen in and practice. The more comfortable they are with doing it, the more success they're going to have. And what you want to do with your brand new person is get them success, whatever amount of success that is. I mean, get them something, get something going on. And this is really the component, the key component to duplication. So, just go ahead and do it. You're going to be thankful that you did. A goal, first goal, right? Enroll 3 people that purchase a business builder pack so you can become legacy qualified. Why do you want to do that? You want to make more money. You see, when somebody purchases a business builder pack, $200 is paid out, 40%. 2 $100 bills is paid out. $100 fast start goes to you, the enroller, right? And then $100 legacy bonus going to go to somebody, right? And so on your first 3 that you enroll that purchase a business builder pack, that $100 is going to be paid to your enroller, and they thank you very much. But on the 4th person on, that extra $100 is going to go to you. So you want to get this part of the process out of the way. You want to get those 3 people enrolled, and so that you can be legacy qualified. And that's a really a big first step. The other step that you've got to make sure that you're taking care of, when you purchase that business builder pack, you're upgraded to Ruby, and you've got to make sure that you've got your loyalty purchase in place. 100 BV loyalty purchase that has to trigger the last day following the month you made the business builder purchase, okay? A lot of people forget this. Example, if you purchase the business builder package in January, the 100 BV happens in February. And do it somewhere the 15th, 16th, 17th, not the last day of the month, just to be, so in case there's something that happens. So we can always fix it, but get to the last day of the month, it's hard to fix. Now the company gives you an option of doing 100 BV or doing 150 BV. If you do 150 BV, then
Chuck, you there?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him. You hear me, Mitch?
Yeah, I can hear you, Rick. Chuck,
it says Chuck Hansen left, so he'll have to come back on. Maybe I could just talk a little bit about your presentation before he gets back on. Can everybody hear me, you think?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Hey, great presentation by Mitch. I don't want people to lose, look, here's the thing. Mitch, Chuck, and Marshall, all successful people, right? Chuck is probably the most successful in network marketing. But, Mitch, when I see you, your real story isn't the fact you lost 30 pounds and got excited about the product. Your real story is, you've been successful in, what are you in, insurance, right?
Real estate.
Insurance? Real estate. You've made, millions in real estate over, a decade. That's a great story. However, the real story, the real curiosity that you could also pique, not just focusing on weight loss, because a lot of times if you lead with just a weight loss, that's why you don't lead with weight loss, but I see a lot of people out there, I'm kind of reiterating what you said, that lead with weight loss, and then what they're getting is customers. When I spoke to Chuck, I talked to him about making money in an opportunity. And he already knew what I was in. But out there on Facebook, I have learned also that people like yourself, Mitch, like for me to put out, hey, I'm making money, I made $60,000 a month last month, that's not going to really attract people. I'm talking about people who already have jobs. It might catch the attention of a few pro networkers that I know, but overall, for you, what a great story. Hey, I've never had this kind of success in a network marketing company or in an opportunity or in a business like this. And here I am achieving diamond and making this kind of money every week. That's your real story one-on-one. How you present that in public, can be totally different. But if we're looking for people who want to build a business, it's a lot easier to find people who want to build a business by talking about opportunity versus just leading with, I lost weight. So I just wanted to put that out there. So you can do several different types of posts, but what you're training on, Mitch, by creating that curiosity, you could do it both ways. And so, it's if I look at the people building the business, obviously they got the results on the product, but in reality, I'm also looking for people who want to build a business, not necessarily attracting them by selling them a weight loss coffee or a can of coffee, and that's what you're doing by piquing curiosity either way. But I just wanted to put that out there because you have such a great story, Mitch, and you should use it out there on Facebook.
Yeah, Chuck's back. Hey, real quick, the rest of the story that I would normally do is I would, at the end of that part of it, piquing curiosity, I talk about the money, and then the ones that are interested in earning money, they get treated a little different. Those are the ones that we do a 3-way call with. The ones that aren't interested in the money, that just want to be customers, those guys don't get the 3-way call.
Okay, so, perfect.
Yeah, very, very,
Hey, guys.
You did a great job, too, by the way, Mitch. I really enjoyed it. So when Chuck gets done splicing it, make sure you post your Facebook training in the group, because I think it'll really benefit a lot of people. Great job.
My pleasure.
Hey guys, I'm sorry about that. I didn't know I was unplugged, and this is so when your battery goes down to nothing, the computer stops. So you plug it back in, you have to reboot everything and get started again. So apologize for that. But you guys, and that training was just about done. But what I was about to say was, the company gives you the option of doing 150 BV for a shorter period of time and then advancing you to Emerald. So any questions about that, you guys can get a hold of me. But hey, if anybody's got any questions or anything on their mind, by all means, come on out of mute and ask your question or comment or whatever, and we'll go for as long as you guys want to go, and we'll answer questions. So any questions from anybody? Marty, how about you? I unmuted you.
Hey, Chuck.
I'm doing good, Chuck, right now. I don't have any specific questions for you tonight.
Okay, good. How are you doing, Lori?
Doing well.
Good. So, Marty, questions?
No questions right at the moment. We're having fun getting this running.
Right. Yeah. I mean, your guys are putting guys in and duplicating, and so that's good. And they seem to enjoy it. So I've done some calls with Mike. So it's all good. So I'm going to get you and Mitch connected, because Mitch is up in Rogers, and you're just up the road from him. So
where are you?
About an hour away.
Yeah, hour away. Right.
Where are you?
Springfield, Missouri.
Okay. Yeah, it's about an hour and 20 minutes or something.
Hey, how far are you guys all from Little Rock?
Couple hours.
Oh, okay. I've got a group that wants me to come up there and do a meeting for all their people. So I don't know when that's going to happen, but yeah, because then I could, maybe do 2 or 3 meetings over 2 or 3 days, or people could just come there, depending on the weather. So
yeah, just let me know.
That's not going to be till March, though.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, not in January and February.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
Right.
I'll melt.
Hey, also, Chuck, I recorded, or I'm about to record. I don't know if I like it or not, but I did about a 30-minute training where I didn't forget anything on the Facebook and social media.
Yeah.
And I recorded it, but I'm going to re-record it, and it'll be a lot better than what I said on here.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and get that on there, Rick. It'll be better.
Cool. Okay. Okay. Well, the other congratulations I've got to say is that Africa is just absolutely exploding. I mean, it's just absolutely, Marianne and Dale have just done a fantastic job. Charles has done a fantastic job. I mean, the people are coming in left and right, and I'm just stoked at, all the things that are happening there. And with Terry, that was on the call, whatever day that was, I guess it was Saturday, that she did that training call and talked about Africa and talked specifically about Kenya and Nairobi and so on. So, yeah, there's so much activity. So really, congratulations, guys, for all the hard work and everything you've gone through. And, like I said before, the challenges will seem, just a flash in the pan a year from now, right? When that organization has got diamonds and double diamonds and triple diamonds and so on and so forth. And, because all the problems will get solved. All the shipping problems will get solved. All the things will get solved. I mean, they always do. They always don't happen as quickly as we'd like them to happen, but they always get solved and they always get done. So just hang in there. Don't get frustrated. Just, keep doing what you're doing, and we'll keep doing what we need to do in order to make it happen. So, hey, anybody else got any questions?
Hey, Chuck Bell.
Hey, buddy.
First of all, you're looking slim and trim, man.
Yeah.
Looking good. Hey, when you started commenting about Africa, it did bring up a question that I had in my mind. Interestingly enough, for some reason, I've had a lot of people in the Philippines friend me on Facebook. So I've got like hundreds of people who have friended me. And I've been conversing with some of them and, talking about the opportunity. And it seems like in every case, nobody's got a whole lot of money down there. So what's the solution for somebody who wants to get in the business, and for them, it would be a real struggle for them to be able to buy a business builder pack?
Oh, sure. Yeah. And then they don't have to do that. So let me send you over something. I've got some documents and everything that'll be real informative to you. So I'll pop those over to you.
Hey, Chuck.
Thank you, sir.
Chuck
Yeah.
number 2. The people in Africa are up against that same thing. The product is costs them a lot more there than what it, given their incomes and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But I will tell you, it is not slowing them down. They're buying business builder packs. They're putting people in, and it does cost them more. But, we've got some excited people. They understand the value of the business builder pack, and they're doing it the right way. That's why it's growing as fast as it is, because that's what we're doing. That's what Marianne is, and others are teaching. And those leaders will emerge, and they're going to keep doing it that way, and it's going to grow so fast, it's going to make our heads spin. So I see John and others on here that are doing exactly that. So I appreciate everybody.
So Mitch, I do have some people that have reached out to me from Africa as well. So are there contacts that I could send them to over there?
I'll put you in touch with Marianne.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Sounds good.
And congratulations, man. That is awesome news. I'm thrilled for you, Mitch.
Thank you.
Hey, one thing, guys, in the future for Africa is like what they're doing in the Philippines is there is an actual bank over there.
Right.
So people can use cash to buy their products. Okay. And there's an actual bank set up in the Philippines. And then also there's an actual warehouse. You don't go to the warehouse, but there is a warehouse there. So we hope those two things are going to happen in both Kenya and Nigeria and South Africa.
Right.
So that's the future.
Absolutely. That's going to be.
But $4.99 is the way to go, man.
That's right. No matter where you are.
Yeah, that's what we've had to do in the past, because so many people just didn't have credit cards. So we had to just open up a bank account in that particular country. Talking about countries, I had a huge team in Bosnia, Croatia, Slovenia, Slovakia, traveled over there many, many times, but the average income is $400 a month. Our top package was 10 grand, right? People had no problem going and finding 10 grand. Now, don't ask me where they got it. I have no idea, but they came to the meeting with cash. And, they just, they go, I'm in, one right after the next. And so I never, it is what it is. And, so we just throw it out there and let people do what they can do. So, hey guys, anything else before we call it a night?
Hey Chuck, it looks like in the chat somebody was asking for the specific questions you asked somebody.
Specific questions? I mean, if you've got a question, go ahead and bring it.
No, I think they were asking about do you drink coffee? Would you like to lose some weight? They were wondering what those 3 questions were that you're asking people.
Yeah, I mean that's what I ask people. I mean,
I think he was saying that's what you do when you're in front of people or with people, not necessarily on Facebook, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, just on the phone, in person, whatever. Just hey, do you drink coffee? Yeah, great. You ever thought about losing any weight? And and again, I was saying that if I have that conversation with a woman, I always kind of tweak it a little bit because I'm always kind of, I don't want to, think that, anyway, I tweak it, right? And I go, do you know anybody that wants to lose weight, right? And so they go, oh, yeah, I'd like to lose 5 pounds, or 3 pounds. And I go, well, 3 pounds, I've eaten a steak more than 3 pounds. So, okay, we can help you lose 3 pounds. I mean, they tell me that's a dress size or something. So I don't know, my dresses never fit. Okay, guys, I'm gonna send that video out to everybody. I'll send, and I'm around tomorrow, even though it's a great day to be not working. That's not what I'll be doing. I'll be working. So, so if anybody else is working and they need me, I'll be around in my office on my cell phone. Just tag me and we'll have that conversation. So,
and once again, New England takes over the lead against KC in the last seconds. Golly.
Oh my.
I mean, what is it with New England, man? Last second.
31. Holy moly.
Unbelievable, man.
Did I go watch the last 16 seconds, or am I wasting my time?
It's just depressing, I mean, you got to respect Brady, but it's depressing, guys.
Yeah.
To see them overcome these teams in the last seconds.
Yeah, I'm signing off.
Crazy.
I'll have a great night. I'm going to go watch the last 16 seconds.
Me too. Okay,
hey,
guys.
great job tonight, guys. Loved it.
Adios, everybody.
Great job.
Bye.
See ya.